Oh my gosh. Masasa ingine. Maze mguu maze. Kumetunyoa. Ingine ya mwisho. Willice. Yeah, the same thing.
Yes. Betty.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Yes, I'm good. I'm good. Yes. All right, and welcome back to this Friday. Thank you very much for, of course, staying with us. If you're tuning in right now, asante karibuni sana. All right, so tonight, of course, we have the amazing Goliath Wabungoma, and for real, you know me, I've never met him. This is the first time, but enyewe ni mrefu.
Asante.
Mbona unajitanga kijana mdoko? Ama mdogo?
Hiyo ndio kijana. Yani hiyo ni nini ya kufanya kazi.
Ya kufanya kazi.
Yeah.
Asanta. All right, so we have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions for him. We're going to get back to him. But of course, for now, we want to turn our focus to which is which. Of course, the one and only Willice Ochieng joining us. Willice, nakwambia leo kwa studio, sijiona mtu mrefu hivi. Have you ever met Goliath?
Sincerely, Betty, I have never met a Goliath. But sometimes when, I read about him, I just say, Africa is great and Kenya is a wonder. But for such a person, if he were to become a commander of some armed forces or something like so, or let's say some police squad, he'll be seen by everyone. But what I wonder, Betty, if you may ask him, alipokuwa shuleni, alikuwa analipa pesa sawa na watu wengine pesa zile za uniform, yani sare za shule?
Ama analipa double. I'll ask him that, Willis. I'll definitely ask him that. Maybe alikuwa analipa ya hapa na ya chini. All right. Willis, I'll ask him that on your behalf, but let's get straight to our lesson tonight. Willis, moving to my first word. Sure. So do we say, so we have this word. Let me spell it out because I'm not even sure about it. So it's sobriquet. Hey, sobriquet. What is that? Meaning a nickname.
Betty, I get you. And that word that's another word for nickname, but it's not commonly used.
Yeah.
But when you meet it, especially in careers of serious communication, it's good to pronounce it correctly. And you say, sobriquet. Sobriquet.
Okay.
The T is silent. Sobriquet.
Oh, okay. Sobriquet. I didn't know that,
Yes.
Willis. Now I can confidently
That is it.
say.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to this word that we know as margarine, margarine. Which is which, Willis? How do we pronounce this one? The spread for bread, using bread.
What is important for that second word, Betty, is the G takes the sound J, not G. You don't say margarine, you don't say margarine, but you say margarine.
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 Okay.
Yes,
Got
that
you.
is the way to go.
Margarine. All right. Now, this other one is
Yes.
a tricky one. We know it from, geography, and we've been hearing, of course, a lot about it. Na hizi floods tumekuwa nazo. So do we say Plateau? Plateau, is that the correct pronunciation? I remember it as that. Plateau.
Betty, many people innocently say plateau, but that is inaccurate. That is very inaccurate, Betty. You say plateau. Plateau. I know that is a big surprise to many people. Plateau, not plateau.
Plateau.
Yes.
Okay. Willis, I hope the
plateau, just like bureau, not bureau.
Okay.
Bureau, not bureau. Plateau, not plateau.
Hey, okay. Nakwambia, I hope our geography teachers are listening because the wanasemanga plateau. So moving, thank you for that. Willis, let me now hand you over, of course, to you so that you can get for us the collections of the week. Willis, which ones do you have for us tonight?
Well, I'll go straight to the words, and the first one is a bit tricky because we have 4 as collections of the week. Now, schistosomiasis, fairly long. Schistosomiasis. This is from Collins Collimo Senior, and I would suggest that when you get a word that is very complex, if you can get a simpler option, you go for that. That is a word for bilharzia. Bilharzia. So you say schistosomiasis if you have to use it. Then the second word, can you try it, Betty? We are learning schistosomiasis.
Okay,
schistosomiasis.
All right.
That is the way to go. But Betty, sometimes the tongue refuses when the word is too long or very new to somebody. It happens.
Okay.
Now we have the second word, G-E-M. You say gem. Simply gem. Don't say game and don't say game. G-E-M in English, it's gem. And that is from Victor Mandela. I saw you also sent in a word, cirrhosis. Now the third word, you say luxurious. Luxurious. Vintage, Kihara Njuguna, you are right. Luxurious. Lastly, we have the fourth word, and that is twilight. Twilight. Bet you may agree with me that many people innocently say twilight. Twilight. But that is not the way to go.
Okay.
You have the sounding twi at the beginning. Twilight. And that is from Tom Deje. Keep it up and loving TV47 that much is a great thing. Just like Sylvia Wanjiko, Kevin Koech, Cynthia Cousin, and Dixon Nyaga. Oh, Dixon Nyaga, you say Edinburgh. Edinburgh. Now, Betty, I know it's that time that people try their tongues, and you are ready with that.
Absolutely, Willis. Let's listen to what people had to say on the streets this time round.
My shonet.
Mation.
Na nimeanza kutense.
Mationet. Yeah, the word is mationet. I think it's mationet.
Maishonet.
Mashonet. Yeah, I think the word is mashonet.
House, or a small house, or a building, apartment, maybe. Something like that.
What? Yeah, a small building.
All right, Willis, we've had the different pronunciations. Willis, what is the correct one? Mashonet?
Betty, the point is, as I always emphasize, nobody can be perfect with pronunciations. Betty, even if you listen to the interviews that are on in Naivasha, the safari rally, occasion or event, you may see people who are also trying to speak English in some way that people may not expect in Africa. But as I always say, the world over, nobody can be perfect with any language. Otherwise, Betty, this is the way to pronounce that word for testing our tongues tonight.
Yes.
Are we relaxed?
Yes.
You say maisonette.
Oh,
Maisonette.
maisonette.
Not maisonette. Maiso, then net with a stress.
Oh.
Maisonette. That is the way to pronounce that word, Betty. Otherwise, let me move now to the confusing words. Very simple but very tricky.
Yes, yes.
C-A-P. You say cap. Cap with a short, low front sound. Cap.
Cap.
C-A-P. Cap. But C-U-P. That U takes what we call the short, mid-central sound. It's not now
Yes.
It's now So you say cup.
Cup.
For C-U-P. But for C-A-P, you say cap. Simply cap. Then, our surprise word for tonight.
Yes.
Let's be very attentive. Now, R-E-C-C-E. Many people innocently say reke. Please avoid saying to do a reke. Reke, no. You say reki.
Okay.
Reki. When you are talking about
Reki.
gathering information about an area, yes, that is the way, Betty. Reki, to do a reki, not reke and not rese. Otherwise,
Alright.
for those who want to share words with us for next Friday night, only on TV47, what you do, just use my X handle, and that is at Willice Ochieng 1. You can also use at Betty M. Kialo or at TV47 News. And your problems will be solved in terms of correct pronunciations. Betty, that's about it from my side, and it's now back to you. And Goliath, don't annoy Goliath. If he gets annoyed and he gives you a slap, I don't know how many teeth we will go to repair. Back to you, my dear sister.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you're right. His hand is quite massive. That's the biggest hand I've seen, man. Thank you, Willice. Of course, we always appreciate your contribution on the show, joining us live from Kisii County. Remember, you can interact with him, as is mentioned, on his X handle at Willice Ochieng 1. All right, now.